Evening, sir.
Good evening, Mayank. Your interview is on which date and in which place?
Sir, my interview is on 27th of December on in New Delhi.
This is for the post of legal officers, legal administrative officers, is it not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is for the post of administrative officer, and I'm from legal streams.
Correct. Excellent. How many vacancies they have declared under this?
Sir, they have in total declared 100 vacancies, for which 20 are reserved for the legal streams.
Very good. Excellent. That's nice. Now, um, can you please, 1 minute, am I recording it? Yeah. Can you please tell us about yourself?
Sir, I was born and brought up in New Delhi, and I did my schooling from Ryan International School, Sankunj, located in New Delhi. After which, after completing class 12, I appeared in the CLAT exam, that is Central Law Aptitude Test, and I secured admission in National Law University, Patna in 2018, from where I pursued my 5-year BLLB honors. And after completing my law from NLU Patna in 2023 June, I started practicing under the uh, guidance of my mentor, Advocate Prashant Verma. And currently, I'm into litigation to gain experience in the law field, sir.
Sir? So, how many juniors are there with your senior?
Sir, in total, there are 3 people, but the juniors keep changing depending on the internship students which come from time to time. But more or less, there are 3 to 4 people at a time, sir.
Good. Now, um, you are in Patna?
Currently, sir, I'm in New Delhi, sir.
Chacha, New Delhi. Your
Yes.
senior advocate lives in which part of New Delhi?
Sir, he lives near the Delhi High Court, near the Khan Market area. There's a area called Defense Colony. He lives there, and he
Mhm.
commutes from there.
Oh, Defense Colony means it is nearer to that Green Park and other places. No?
Yes, sir,
It's,
Horse Cars Green Park area.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Excellent. Now, to which court do you go very often?
Sir, most of my cases are relating to anticipatory bails and cases which are like criminal in matter and which are into revision or anticipatory bail as such. So generally, our most of the cases go in Delhi High Court. So
Uh,
as
Acha,
my senior makes the kind of
yeah,
appearances.
acha, acha. Um, in such cases, is it that your presence alone will do, or does it require the presence of your senior also?
Sir, at times when my senior is not present, uh, at times I'm required to go there before the justices and ask for passing over and ask for another date. Sir, I have done that 2 or 3 times when my senior is not present. But sir, at present time, I'm not capable and sufficient enough to do the proceedings on myself, and I'm still learning, sir.
Why do you say so? Why do you say
Sir,
so
I
that
say
you are not capable of doing it? Have you not observed the proceedings in the courts? From there, can you
uh,
not learn?
No, sir, that's not the case. It's because I'm not allowed to. Only one council can be allotted to a particular party, and the other councils are not allowed to make appearances
Ah,
on his
acha,
behalf.
acha, because it is a criminal case, no?
Yes, sir, because of that, and I have to like get a wakalatnama or a temporary permission from the party for me to make an appearance there. So, sir, I
So,
said in that context I'm not capable.
yeah, good. So,
Yes.
what are the major type of cases that are handled by your senior?
Sir, my senior is a counsel for currently he's a standing counsel for Central Bureau of Investigation, and he represents them. And he's generally prosecution in most of the cases where we kind of prosecute the criminals. And the most of the cases are about the bail petitions which are put by the accused, and bail petitions or revision petitions or petitions which go to the High Court uh, from the normal district court hearing. Uh, when they allege accuse there is a certain failure of justice, or they deserved the bail on the basis of default bail after expiry of 90 days. So the most of the cases are related to anticipatory bail, revision cases, and at times also read cases.
So that means your senior handles cases relating to CBI, and CBI
Yes,
will
sir.
be handling cases relating to all the states or only
Yes, sir.
Delhi.
Sir, currently he has the responsibility of only particular area of Delhi. Only those cases which come under there, he prosecutes them, sir. And
Oh,
the due responsibilities divided into other panels also, sir.
other panels. Good, good.
Yes.
That's really nice. Where is his office? I mean, is he having office in High Court itself or
Yes, sir.
outside High
Yes, sir. He has a chamber in Delhi High Court itself. There's a new building in Delhi High Court, which was in construction. He has a kind of chamber there. It's a huge chamber,
Court? Oh,
and he also has chamber as a personal chamber near his home also, sir.
excellent. That is nice. Now, um, recently, can you remember one or two cases which are being handled by your people without telling the name of the person? You can tell the details of the case.
Sir, recently I along with my senior, made an appearance in a case where we had to prosecute a person which was prosecuted under the under the Narcotics Act, read with our Indian Penal Code, which was applicable at that time. Now, sir, it has changed into Bharatiya Nyaya Sahita after the due amendments. Sir, at that time we dealt with narcotics also, and it was a great exposure, sir, how the narcotics and IPC go from time to time. I learned that, sir, just because a person gets uh, kind of punished under the Narcotics Act, that does not mean that he's free from IPC. He will also be punished under IPC, and that does not mean he's violating that the double jeopardy principle is violated. And at the same time, the person may be punished for two different offenses, one falling under the Narcotics Act, which depends from state to state, and one falling under the Indian Penal Code of 1860.
Okay.
So that person in like was caught with narcotics in the at the Delhi airport. So a case
Has
was
he
made
has he
against.
has he been given bail?
No, sir. Sir, in most of the cases I've seen that in narcotics cases, bail is very rare in during the first 2 or 3 years, sir.
Yeah, it's okay. Correct. That's right. Now, apart from that, any other type of cases that are coming under CBI? I think CBI also takes care of corruption and other deals, no?
Yes, sir, it does takes place, but sir, at present, during my tenure, sir, I never got an opportunity to, sir, most of the time these cases are political in nature, and I did not get the exposure to any corruption cases. Most of the cases were of serious offenses and like murder, heinous crimes, narcotics, and sir, these kind of cases.
Oh, acha. Oh, that's right. Good. Now, can you tell me some three court decisions of High Court recently? Any three recent important High Court decisions?
Sir, related to like criminal.
No, it's civil. Civil. Mostly civil or because you are going to deal with bank. Huh? Of course, banks also we have criminal. But if you are conversant with criminal only, you tell about criminal. No problem. Some of the decisions made, some of the judgments given, which are being notably seen, uh, made by Delhi High Court, because you are now going to that court only quite often.
Yes, sir, sir. Sir, I can tell you a few which I kind of remember. And so some of there were the one of the cases I remember were like related to like in civil. I remember like there was a case of I think as far as I remember, yes sir, Vedanta versus Shiji Shipping Limited, and it was like in the month of Feb, I remember in 2024, we had a judgment, and Delhi High Court, sir, ruled that there is a particular agreement specifying the seats of arbitration, like which is covered in the Arbitration Act and the Section 29 of Indian Contract Act. And in case of ambiguity and uncertainty with the seat of arbitration, the courts of the seat will have exclusive jurisdiction there, like to decide whether the arbitration seat should be there or not. So this is the kind of like case I remember there. There because so like in Arbitration Act and in the civil cases.
Next.
And sir, another case I remember from the civil litigation was in recently another case was there. Let me remember. Mm, so recently in like in year 2020 itself. Sir, I do not remember the name of that case. It was a very famous case in Delhi High Court, which like Delhi High Court took cognizance of the pollution in Delhi, New Delhi, because of the pollution during the October and November. In Delhi High Court takes so much cognizance of that and ordered the Delhi government as well as the center to take actions and to ban stubble burning in Haryana and also Haryana and also other areas where stubble burning causes pollution. So, sir, that was another case. It was very famous and covered by media also.
Mhm. Okay. Then anything else?
Sir, related to Delhi High Court, some other thing was if you
Mm,
ask me any other case
mm.
related to Delhi
That
High
doesn't
Court,
matter. Now tell about
I remember, don't remember.
Supreme Court decisions.
Okay, sir, Supreme Court decision. So, it has to be civil or okay, any of the case, sir.
Mm,
Sir, it was that, sir, recently I went through the Supreme Court case where that Bilkis Bano gang rape case, sir, where the Supreme Court quashed the Gujarat High Court's decision to allow premature like release of the convicts. Sir,
mm,
I, sir, it was recently done, and sir, I think there was another case where the Supreme Court laid down the rules for summoning the kind of government officials and the courts not to like humiliate them by summoning them again and again because they are very important people. And I think
mm,
that was State of Uttar Pradesh versus Association of Retired Judges. That was the case in
mhm.
which we had it was an important case because sir, in that thing the Supreme Court clarified and gave a guideline when and where the government servant asked to be summoned in court and when to not.
So how many judges are there in Supreme Court now? Who is our Chief Justice?
Sir, the present number of the judges are 34 plus 1, and our present Supreme Court Justice, Chief Justice is Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Khanna.
Correct. Good.
Yes, sir.
Now come to insurance.
Yes, sir.
What are the insurance related cases you are remembering?
Sir, at present, I remember an insurance related uh, case. But sir, can I talk about the insurance related bill which is going to be like presented in Parliament?
That if they ask, you can say. But here,
Okay, sure.
my question was to check up whether you are keeping yourself in touch with the decisions and moving movements in the newspapers or in the legal groups and all that. That is why this question is asked. So for this, I expect an answer, something related to that. But if you
Sir,
can't
I
tell
remember
that,
one case, only one case, sir. Reliance Life Insurance case, Reliance Life Insurance versus some Rekha Ben, if I'm right. Sir, in that case, the basic principle of law that the oberima fide, that utmost good faith, that if the insured does not reveal important information when signing the insurance contract, the insurer can reject the policy. So that was the case which was like highlighted recently when I was reading for insurance law, sir.
who can reject the policy?
Sir, the insurer.
Insurer,
Insurer can reject the policy.
because or you use the word insurance company, because
Yes, a company.
when you said the insurer, I heard it as insured.
No, no, sir, insurer.
Yeah,
Sir, in
that's
most of
right.
the cases, the insurer is the company itself, sir.
Yeah, they tell the insurance company because there is no
Yes, sir.
insurance organization in any other form. There is no partnership firm, there is no proprietor firm, and all that. Only everything is insurance companies.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can tell that.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Right.
please tell me a few important points that you remember. You have to talk for 2 minutes on IRDA Act.
Sir, ADI Act is a very important act when we talk about the regulations which are related to insurance sector as such. So this is because ADI is a kind of body, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority, and which is a body which is regulated and governed by the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act, and it is particularly kind of regulates and ensures orderly working of the insurance sector and to promote the growth of insurance sector as such. It kind of sort of regulates and from the time to time gives guidelines and kind of rules are given from time to time by the ADI itself. And that particular ADI Act was made in the year 1999 and came into effect in year 1999 after the new recommendations from R.N. Malhotra Committee. And so this act, uh, more or less, from just for example, it recently, I will give an example from recently in May, if it give a guideline to the insurance sector uh, not to make or charge exorbitant fees from the uh, insure from the subscriber of insurance on the name of subscriber fee or processing fee. And so more or less it also talks about the committee or the composition of an authority which consists of chairperson and five whole-time members and some of the part-time members, which decide and which are like backed by central government and give opinion from time to time as to how the insurance sector should be run. So, sir, it is equivalent to what RBI is to bank, is ADI is to insurance sectors.
What are the recent guidelines issued by our IRDAI?
So there are various reasons. One of the reason is that insurance sector is very dynamic in nature.
No,
It
no, no,
changes
no.
from day.
You are not understood the question. I am asking recent guidelines or directives issued
Sir, yes, sir.
by IRDAI.
So, directives are issued to regulate the insurance companies to keep checks and balances on their functioning, to make them uh, like follow the particular norm which is to be followed, regulating the kind of the working of that insurance sector as such, business as such, to assess the kind of and to audit their activities and to make sure that they form the work within the legal boundaries which are set up for them, sir, and regulating them from time to
Mm, See, now and then they are issuing certain things like, say, amendments and all that. And there is one amendment comes um, about denotification of arbitration clause. What
time.
does
Yes,
it
sir.
says about it? What does it says about it? I would request you to go through the IRDA website thoroughly.
Yes, sir.
I don't know from which nook and corner they can ask questions. So
Yes, sir.
इसमें से पूरा फाइन पढ़ लीजिए.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah,
will like go home and like I will definitely after this interview go through the website and go through that like thoroughly. I will also go through that, sir. IC 38 study materials of
yeah.
this.
Acha, can you tell me IRDAI,
Yes, sir.
is it a or its shares quoted in the stock exchange?
Sir, come again. I could not hear you, sir.
No, no. IRDAI, who are the
Yes,
owners
sir.
of it?
Sir, it comes under Ministry of Finance, sir. It is 100% ownership by the government of India, sir,
Oh,
and it is
not un,
governed by Ministry of Finance.
not under
It is a
limited company.
yes, sir.
Yeah, 1 minute.
It is an autonomous body which like is under jurisdiction of Ministry of Finance and under Government of India, sir, to the
Mhm.
best of my knowledge.
Yeah, good. Now, who is the chairman of IRDAI?
Sir, current chairperson is I Debashish Pandey, sir. Debashish Pandey is the current chairperson of IRDAI.
Excellent. Good.
Yes.
Where is the headquarters now?
Sir, its headquarters are located in Hyderabad, Hyderabad, sir, in the Andhra Pradesh. It is for Telangana.
What are its functions?
So its function basically consists of like kind of
Uh,
regulating the investment of funds in insurance sector, to inspect and investigate the insurers, to promoting insurance efficiency as such. Also, sir, encouraging and giving insurance education to people, to the entities which required it, for protecting, sir, interests of the policyholders or the subscriber to the insurers, and also from time to time, sir, uh, regulating the like the uh, provisions of the which are to be given to insurance body from time to time, and also such safeguarding the interests of the insurance body, as well as the parties which have taken the subscription to the insurance, and also regulate the efficiency of the conduct.
I won't say you are not covered the points, but
Yes.
kindly go through this. Have you how much percentage of it did you cover? Please tell me. Read.
Sir, the functions of IDAI are defined in Section 14 of IDAI Act: issuing, renewing, and modifying, withdrawing, suspending, and cancelling registration, protecting policyholder interests, specifying qualifications, the code of conduct and training for intermediaries and agents, specifying code of conduct for surveyors and loss assessors, promoting efficiency in the conduct of insurance business, promoting and regulating professional organizations conducted with insurance and insurance industry, levying fees and other charges, inspecting and investigating insurers, intermediaries, and other relevant organizations, regulating rates, advantages, terms, and conditions which may be offered by insurers not covered by Tariff Advisory Committee under Section 64U of the Insurance Act 1938, specifying how books should be kept, regulating company investment of funds, regulating a margin of solvency, sorry, adjudicating disputes between insurers and intermediaries or insurance intermediaries, supervising the tariff advisory committee, specifying the percentage of premium income to finance schemes for promoting and regulating professional organizations, specifying the percentage of life and general insurance business undertaking in rural and social sector, specifying the form and the manner in which books and accounts shall be maintained, and statement of accounts shall be rendered by insurers and insurer intermediaries, sir.
So far, out of these points, how many points you feel you have not covered?
Sir, I feel I not covered like 5 to 6 points I have not
Mhm.
covered. And sir,
Yeah,
even the points I gave, sir, which that did not have that legal language that I should have used, sir.
yeah. You are supposed to use these languages, section 14.
Yes, sir.
And in my view, you have not covered 9 points out of this. Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, or 50%
Yes.
you have covered. Your answer was not incomplete. Was not complete, but it is okay. Good. Here, normally other candidates, they don't tell even this much. I appreciate you for this answer. Now you are a liar. Why should you not continue in lawyer profession? And why do you want to come to insurance?
Sir, come again. I could not hear you, sir.
I am asking you, you are a
Yes, sir.
lawyer. Why do you
Yes,
want to
sir.
come to insurance company instead of continuing in your, what is that, legal business?
Like, sir, this is because of the reason during my internships And also, sir, during my fourth year of my LLB, BLLB course, sir, I came through the course of, we had a subject called insurance law, and I went through that particular subject, insurance law, and I was so much impressed by the working and practical functioning of insurance sector as such. I decided that I would make my career inside that particular insurance sector. I was very much like affected by that principles of utmost good faith, ubi rima fide, and how the insurance works on the principles of trust and faith between the parties, and how at the end of the day you get the job satisfaction when you kind of are able to provide compensation to the people who are genuinely aggrieved, and at the end of the day they can after taking insurance they can kind of get that satisfaction of out of it. So because of these reasons I decided that I will make my career in insurance sector, and I tried my best to do that.
Imagine
Yes, sir.
an ordinance is posted,
uh,
the salary of
Hello,
all
sir.
the ordinance is posted, the salary of all the public sector undertaking staff are reduced by 50%.
Yes, sir.
What will be your
Sir, you're
reaction to it?
sir,
Will
you're
you?
not audible, sir.
No, no, I am telling you. Imagine a
Yes, sir.
rule is brought whereby salaries of all the public sector undertakings are reduced 50%.
Yes, sir.
What will be your effect on this? Would you like to still continue with our Oriental, or you would like to try for some other source?
Sir, although I would not be very happy when the salary is reduced as such, sir, but at the same time, uh, if the ordinance is issued to reduce the salary, it won't like make me quit the job and choose other sector as such, because, sir, at the end of the day, I have a passion for this sector. And even with a temporary, or even if there's a permanent reduction of salary, I would still continue in that sector, sir, because my main motivation is helping people and making society a better place for all. And the salary should be only if the salary is still sufficient to cover my day-to-day needs, sir. I would be still very much happy to give my services, sir.
You can also include a reason that after all, when salary for all the people are reduced, so it will not make much difference for me. The money in circulation will come down. So the value of my money may remain more or less same. So I will
Yes, sir.
continue with this. I raised this question because you did not bring the point anything about the salary or the mm, future you are expecting in the insurance company. You should have told me, sir, to create
Yes.
a market in this legal field. Since I am not coming from a legal family, it's a long drawn process, and it takes time. I thought under this juncture, getting into this will be a very useful preposition because the terms and the service conditions are quite good here, and I'll be happy
Yes, sir.
in trying to involve myself in, say, the insurance legal activities.
Yes, sir.
I
Sir,
think that.
also the fact that,
Mm,
yes, sir.
yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir, also the fact that, sir, I did my college from National University, like we had a ample amount of opportunity to go into private sector, to sit in placements and seek a private job in firms as well as private entities as such. Sir, but at that time I choose not to sit there because, sir, at the end of the day, I wanted to work in a government body, especially related to, sir, insurance sector. So that
That
was
is
the
wrong.
reason that
That-
money
This
was never
this
the.
may not be very good. This
Yes,
because
sir.
no doubt people you are coming for government, but that need not be told openly. They will ask you
Yes, sir.
why you could not get placement in the college. Did you appear
Yes,
for
sir.
other companies or hello?
Yes,
Did
sir.
you appear for other companies recruitments in your college or not?
No, sir. I did not sit for the recruitments for
Which are
the
the
firms.
famous companies that came?
Sir, some of the famous companies which came to uh, our colleges were ICICI Bank. Then the other companies which came were Sir Cyril Amarchand. Uh, that is a very famous. We have a legal firm, and also very important legal firm which came to our colleges. Also, HDFC Bank came looking for legal officers and took some people with them as recruited. And so other various companies came, which I do not remember at the
Actually,
points.
actually, you are not joining a legal firm. How do you think it is right?
Yes. So legal firm as such requires a direct kind of exposure into the into the litigations and into the drafting and pleading as such. And so from the very first year, I was not interested
Don't
in
don't
drafting and
don't
pleading.
don't you think even if you have joined the legal firms, you would have joined the bar council, and you could have had a better practice there.
Sir, I think as of now, sir, the people working in the legal firm are not allowed to practice because they have to surrender the license. And even if I was allowed to practice, a litigation is ultimately not the kind of field I would trust. It is very
Oh,
uncertain.
good
And with
answer.
being a
I was not
yes,
aware of this. It's a very good answer you gave me. Thank you. Now I will conclude
yes.
this interview with a question. Please tell me about the seven principles of insurance.
So the seven principles of insurance are like first of all, principle of utmost good faith, which is which can be called the oberima fide. That is the utmost good faith. And then we have the principle of insurable interest. That is that the parties have to uh, declare all the facts and they do not have to conceal any kind of fact before the parties. Then we have the principle of indemnity, which that puts the insured in the more or less the same financial conditions. Like we have to put that party in the same financial condition which it was before that event or unfortunate event occurred, and there's nothing like unjust enrichment which should be done. Then, sir, there is a principle of subrogation, uh, in which, sir, the insurer should kind of equate himself and take into the shoes of the uh, like uh, uh, take into the shoes of insured and pursue legal action against the third party. So for example, if a person is aggrieved from a third party, he can take that position and sue the third party itself. So there is another principle of proximate causa, which establishes a direct link like between insured event and loss suffered. The loss, sir, must be natural and foreseeable and should be direct consequence of insured event. If, sir, the loss and the insured event are not related, for example, they are not foreseeable or they are very remote to each other, then proximate causa would not apply and the insurance would fail.
Very, very
And there
good.
is
Good, sufficient. Only thing suggestion is that I would request you to tell the seven principles of insurance one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and
okay, sir,
wait.
and not like kind of
And
explain them, but
yeah,
okay, sir.
and if they ask you, explain.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you
Yes,
answered
sir.
correctly. Now, the last question for you:
Yes, sir.
who is the MD and CEO of your company?
Sir, the MD and CEO of my company is Sri R.R. Singh.
Good. Best wishes. God bless you. You did very well. You did very
Okay,
well.
sir.
In fact, if you see
Thank you
the
so much, sir.
other insurance interviews, and some of them, a few only are legal. If you had seen them, maybe they have not covered to an extent that you have been able to cover. One, the plus point in your case is you have a senior junior relationship. You are not a person who will be blinking in a court. These things are plus points, but
Yes,
still
sir.
maybe some more details about court proceedings, etc., can be asked in the next interview. Best wishes. You did well.
Yes, thank you, sir. Sir, please feel free to reach me to
Yeah.
like if there is
No,
any point I can improve on?
I will rate you at 85 out of 100. And you
Okay,
will be
sir.
selected if you have not done very bad in the written exam.